We are recording this one day after the U.S. presidential election, and we have elected President Clamp. That's a Gremlins reference.
That's a Gremlins 2 reference, technically.
Mike, that's a great reference.
Thanks. Everyone forgot about Clamp, didn't they?
But we're horribly dating this commentary
That's
track
okay.
now.
It doesn't matter.
People are going to be listening to this 4 years from now, and they're going to be saying, what are they talking about?
Well, they'll have a little slice of history.
Trump was assassinated 3.5 years ago.
Oh.
Does Steven Spielberg just have a thing for Asian boys wearing Yankees caps?
Rich.
What? What? It's a thing. It's a motif.
You didn't hear about the news? That he was caught with an underage Asian boy in a Yankees cap? Talk about too soon.
No, what if that really happens? Like after this commentary track comes out.
Well, then maybe we'll make the news.
Red Letter Media predicts things.
Predicts Spielberg molestation charges.
They're being investigated. How did they know? What else do they know? How involved were they?
And Rich Evans possibly assassinated the president.
Although everyone predicted that.
The xenophobic, racist old neighbor. Who's right about everything, actually, which is sort of weird, but...
He's a Trump voter.
Now, do you guys know what this was written by Chris Columbus?
That explains why it's so racist. What is he bandaging? Does he have a flesh wound?
He just fell off the table.
Does he have blood on him?
Maybe Billy Peltzer is just an idiot, and he doesn't realize you don't have to bandage somebody if they're not bleeding.
He's trying to cure his concussion. It's a very tiny little concussion.
Put some tape on your head. That'll cure your concussion.
They did it because he would look cute with the bandage on his head, Rich.
Yep.
That's why they didn't make a spin-off called Billy Peltzer, MD.
Oh.
You've got cancer? Take this aspirin.
He should work for the NFL and just wrap a little bandage around football players' heads.
NFL, we have a solution to the concussion issue. We have a doctor, Dr. Billy Peltzer.
Dr. Peltzer is sending that player back on the field. He's running in the wrong direction.
But it's okay. He's got bandages on his helmet.
On the actual helmet?
Yeah, on the helmet.
Okay. And here we have little Corey Feldman, back when he was a normal person.
Did you see his latest rap video?
I gotta say, Corey Feldman, in this movie and in like the Goonies, he was a good kid actor.
I'm going to say two things. Drugs and being molested by Hollywood perverts probably fucked his brain up.
That's okay.
To where he now thinks that he's the reincarnation of Michael Jackson or something.
Yeah.
The pre-incarnation. Because Michael Jackson wasn't dead yet.
That's true.
Yeah, he was doing Michael Jackson since he was like a teenager.
Or Michael Jackson was doing it.
Oh, no!
That was like a nice easy pitch.
We didn't plan that, folks. We don't write these.
He just lobbed me that softball. right in the zone.
Here's a scene you wouldn't see in a movie aimed at a younger audience today.
What?
Well, not scene, but there's a line that Phoebe Cates says about the suicide rate being higher for the holidays.
Yeah.
She's like, most people are opening up their presents, but some are opening up their wrists.
That's great.
It's wonderful.
I remember that line and kind of being confused by it. The inventions are just a theme, like you said. They don't necessarily pay off. Like the dad doesn't come out, I have an invention for catching mice that I haven't put to use yet,
Yeah.
And he's like the Pied Piper walking down the street with this machine, and all the gremlins are, like, this paid off. It's nice. Nothing pays
Or
off.
Billy Peltzer is driving down the street, and his father's like, vertical lawnmower, just like running through Gremlins.
Well, that would be a little scary for children. Capturing them in some kind of large cage that was meant for rats might be more appropriate.
Wouldn't be appropriate for children. You know, like a gremlin melts on camera in this movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
They shove one in the microwave and it explodes.
I guess you're right, Rich, yeah.
I mean, this whole movie, it's kind of crazy that it is a kid's movie. And I remember when it came out and there was like, children's books and dolls and toys, but it's a dark fucking movie.
Well, this and Temple of Doom that invented PG-13.
Yeah.
This is when PG-13 was still PG-13 and not PG.
Well, technically, this was before PG-13. This and Temple of Doom were the movies that made them decide they had to have it. So this is a PG movie, which is kind of crazy. And then you see all the lights, and you see the glowing red eyes that look like lights for a moment. I think you could see the guy push over the tree. If you rewind that, it looks like there was someone behind that tree.
Don't tell us things like that, Jay.
I just noticed it for the first time now.
I thought I saw a puppeteering rod earlier, too.
You did in the kitchen. There's a moment where you see it.
Yeah. In the second one, you can see a guy's arm when they're in the...
in the second one, they didn't give a shit.
Remember the Julie Child's like cooking program? When the cabinets open up and one of the gremlins goes, "Rah!" You could see a black like stocking over somebody's arm.
I don't know if I ever noticed that.
There's like 10 of them attacking the Santa Claus. And they deliberately murder Mrs. Deagle. It's not like animals attacking someone. Like they hotwire her chair to go up the stairs and shoot her out the window. Then they laugh about it. Then they also drink beer and play cards and shoot each other with guns.
How do they even know about all this stuff?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's a live action cartoon by the time we get to all that stuff.
I know. She's just born 5 minutes ago and it knows about poker.
Well, they're like imitating people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite scenes in Gremlins 2 that makes me laugh every time I see it was when they're in the stock broker,
yeah.
and they're going, buy, sell, buy, sell.
It is very convenient that every single one of them except for Stripe is in the movie theater at the end that they blow up.
They all want to watch whatchamacallit?
Snow White.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Hi-ho.
They're watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And they love it.
And they love it.
Love that shot.
Just them endlessly laughing at the chaos that they're causing is so great.
That one laughing so hysterically. Here goes their house.
I love though right at the end though, Dick Miller feels justified. Like, look, it's them. I'm not crazy. You're about to die. And that's what he's concerned with.
Is that Gizmo?
That's Gizmo.
Holy fuck. Why does he look like a burn victim?
Why does he look evil?
He looks evil there. He looks terrible.
Maybe they lost the Gizmo puppet that day and they had to use one of the other Mogwai
I think
puppets.
so. I think that's what happened. I was like, why does he have a different gremlin?
I think he was irritated about something.
Maybe.
Deagle.
Look at, did you notice her hours?
I didn't.
It's like open 10:30 to 11 or something like that.
Deagle residence.
And all of her cats are named after different forms of currency from different countries.
They've come for me. What does that even mean?
The demons, because she's evil.
Yeah.
They come to drag her to hell.
She knew this would happen eventually. It's just the best. The gremlins are just so full of joy at every moment of causing all this madness. Oh no, the commentary track at this point is just going to turn into us laughing at all the visuals.
Yeah.
Roll the window up. It's just, this movie's hilarious.
Will you give the reboot credit if Clamp is president?
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
That would be funny. Yeah, that would be really clever.
Which means it won't happen.
Yeah.
No, they'll stick close to this movie. There'll be nothing related to Gremlins 2 because that movie didn't do very well.
I don't know. I gotta that Clamp. That's just too easy.
You get that same actor back?
Yeah. It's too easy.
President Clamp, we have a Gremlins
President
film.
Clamp.
Not those green things, Dan.
Even if it's just a glorified cameo or Mr. President, we have a problem, and then it's Clamp.
Can Joe Dante make Gremlins 3? Can we start a Kickstarter fund
to get Joe Dante to do Gremlins 3?
Yeah. Just have it be like on a national scale. Because this one was in a small town. The second one was in New York City.
Yeah.
Now it's a national crisis, and we have a President Clamp.
You'd have to have like some kind of flood would cause like a massive national Gremlins outbreak.
There you go.
There you go. Hurricane Katrina or something like that, right? Like a big natural disaster.
Sure.
A hurricane hits Chinatown.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Clamp demolished his building, right?
Yeah.
It has to be we have to figure out where Gizmo ended up.
This is some sort of excuse. He's in some other antique store.
Yeah.
They'll make him in a little antique store. They'll keep it as close to the save as possible.
No, I'm talking about our reboot. Our
one.
It's fucking Gremlins 3.
Okay, it's flat out Gremlins 3, and we have President Clamp.
You have that red-haired lady is Clamp's first.
Marla?
First lady.
No, she'll be one of the ex-wives.
She'll be the ex-wife. He'll have a younger wife.
Yeah.
Well, you get that same actress back to play Marla.
Comically young.
Yeah. Billy Peltzer's the artist for the White House. He's doing this portrait.
Oh, okay.
The official presidential portrait when the Gremlins outbreak occurs.
Oh my God, Gremlins in the White House? I think we've got a movie.
Yes. Yes. Okay, we got to start that Kickstarter.
All right.
We'll write a treatment up and come up with a plot outline and pitch it to Joe Dante.
Okay,
Joe Dante has no power, though. That's the problem.
Can you imagine a scene where the Gremlins are like infesting Congress and they're all like dressed like senators? Yes! they're passing Gremlins bills.
Yay, nay, yay, nay. Yeah. Yes, they kill Congress. The Gremlins are passing legislation. Well, they're doing a better job than me.
The economy is going up.
Maybe we should leave these Gremlins in charge of the government. Because they crazy things like that.
They just start like bombing random countries.
Yes, yes.
Gremlins start launching nukes.
So it becomes a global scale.
At like Liechtenstein.
The Gremlins have declared war on Liechtenstein. Oh my God, a Gremlin army. It's going to be amazing.
We've got a film.
And all Billy Peltzer will do the whole movie is just follow Clamp around and just like, we got to solve the problem. We got to solve it like he does in the second one.
He's the Gremlin expert that they bring on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
The Gremlin expert.
It's just Schmuck. It's just Billy Peltzer. He's just there.
Just like Adam Sandler in Pixels.
It'll be a running joke. Like who's this guy? He's my Gremlins expert. He's my
Should maybe Phoebe Cates will work in the White House.
Okay.
So there's some sort of connection to get him in there.
It'll be like Independence Day, right? When Jeff Goldblum's ex-wife
there you go,
works for the president. Phoebe Cates will work for Clamp. It was Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
That's one of the best parts of the second one. They make fun of this whole scene. Don't ever mention Lincoln. Now you're Mike, you're okay with Gremlins 2 now, right? I seem to recall years ago talking to you about it and you hating it.
I appreciate it. When I saw it as a kid, and they showed a shot of Billy Peltzer in the dentist chair on the Gremlin, because I was so excited to see Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they're in a giant office tower. This is going to be great. And then, like, when they broke the fourth wall and, like, Hulk Hogan came out in the theater, and I'm like, what?
If you're excited for a traditional sequel to Gremlins, that's not it.
Yeah. But over time, I do appreciate a lot of the humor in it.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful... I mean, it's basically taking everything that made this movie popular and making fun of it.
Yeah. I know the story behind it.
Yeah. The only reason it exists is that it's 5 years after the original movie because they'd been trying to do sequels. They couldn't get anything to work. And so they went back to Joe Dante and they're like, maybe you had something to do with why the original was successful. Can you come back and do it? You can do whatever you want, and that's why he agreed to do it. And he had no interest in just redoing the first movie. So he's like, can I make fun of it? So that whole movie is just making fun of everything that was successful about the original film.
But there's lots of like fun, creative things in it.
Yeah, there's the science lab with
Then
Christopher
the
Lee.
genetics laboratory. Yeah, the spider gremlins, awesome.
Yeah.
There's so many cool things in that movie. So many clever ideas. I don't like the reference to Batman. The Batman logo.
Sure.
I thought that was dumb.
Well, that was the year of Batman. It was another Warner Brothers movie.
Yeah.
It looks like the film actually breaks.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it in the theater and people in the audience going like, oh, and then the gremlins start making like silhouettes on it. It's like, that's an old, like, that sort of audience participation gag. Like, that's not the kind of thing you see in movies anymore.
No.
So seeing something like that, like a practical joke on the audience is pretty, well, it's pretty great that he got away with it.
And there's a part when, was it Leonard Maltin is reviewing Gremlins?
Yeah. Because he legitimately gave Gremlins, the first one, a bad review. And so for whatever reason, he's reviewing the home video release of it in the second movie.
Yes.
And then the Gremlins attack him.
Yeah, and he's like still talking while they're choking him, and he's falling off the couch. Billy Peltzer, your son just adopted a Mogwai. Give him sunlight.
If he fucks up and he misremembers the rules, and
Yes.
that's how everything goes back.
Hey, there you go.
Billy Peltzer has Alzheimer's. Feed them after midnight. And
I gotta feed you after midnight, bro. And I know a great late night pizza shop.
Is that his son?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
look, as long as it's President Clamp and Gremlins are in Congress passing bills, I'm okay.
Oh, I'm looking at that Atari game. I was trying to see if it was the E.T. game. That would be kind of amazing, but I don't think it was.
They have to build a gremlin wall.
Clamp call them the worst kind of illegal immigrants.
And some of them, I assume, are good gremlins. Reference to, like, Gizmo.
These are some bad hombres. They multiply faster than Mexicans. It's a disaster. A disaster. Oh, okay. Enough about Clamp. Rockin' Ricky Rialto.
I love the little storyline that goes throughout the movie with Rock and Ricky, where at the end, the dad's driving down the street and the sun's coming up, and Rock and Ricky's still on the radio. He's like, I'm still on the air. I think he says something like, we're going to get the National Guard and they're going to turn the hoses on them.
Yeah, yes, that's right.
Now, if Gizmo ate after midnight, would he be a nice, like, green, evil-looking gremlin?
I thought that as well, unfortunately.
These are all the questions we thought about as kids.
We'll see the answer in Gremlins 3.
Gremlins storm the White House.
They force-feed Gizmo after midnight. And he turns into a giant super gremlin that fights the other gremlins.
Hey, there you go.
No, Rich, it can't get too terrible. Just a little terrible. We just have to give Joe Dante full reign to do whatever he wants. And we'll get Robert Orci and Alex Kurtzman to write the script.
Now you're just talking crazy talk.
I know.
That's when you get the magic gremlin blood.
The magic MacGuffin blood.
We can cure all the gremlins with Gizmo's blood.
That's what it would be, yeah. They wouldn't kill them all at the end.
Yeah.
They'd turn them into good mogwais.
And they'd sell them as pets.
Yeah.
Why does he need a scarf?
To wrap him in so he doesn't die from the sunlight.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
I know. They're not really covering his head, though.
I thought it was Dr. Peltzer.
Dr. Peltzer.
Because he flew up and hit his head on the ceiling. You gotta wrap
his head in something again.
Dr. Peltzer, MD, to the rescue.
Paging Dr. Peltzer. Your shipment of medical tape has come in. Stay away from Peter Pan. It doesn't work.
Give up with Peter Pan already. When was the last successful Peter Pan film? Peter Pan?
The old Disney one? Probably.
Yeah.
Did you know Michael Jackson wanted to be Peter Pan in Hook?
Is that true?
Yeah. And Steven Spielberg's like, what? And then Michael Jackson went to a voodoo priestess and put a hex on Steven Spielberg to try to have him killed.
None of this surprises me.
And then he went home and fucked Corey Feldman.
Oh, allegedly. No, that's a true story.
Wow.
He wanted to be Peter Pan because he wanted to fly around in the sky with little boys. And Steven Spielberg said, "No, fuck no. You can't be Peter Pan. You're like an old man who's half black and half white, and you look like an alien. You can't be Peter Pan." I'm going to put a hex on you. This shit gets weird.
Spielberg's career was never the same.
Well, Spielberg's career has never been the same since 1941.